Welcome to the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Film Festival. I'm Joanna Kohler with cineMN, the show all about Minnesota cinemaking. And we're here with awesome local cinemaker Andy Lefton, who has a short film called Two Worlds. It's going to be in this year's festival. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thanks for representing.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me and the opportunity. It's awesome.
So tell us a little bit about Two Worlds. What's actually going on there?
Well, it's kind of a long story, but in a nutshell, I came up with the idea when I was in college back in 2001. And so it kind of, the story built over the last decade or so. So around 2010, I actually went into production. So on my own, it took me about 5 years to finish the film. But, you know, it was on and off, so it wasn't constant. But, yeah, I don't know. I've always had the story as a kid and then just built it up from there. And here it is. It's a film.
And so there's a lot of like CGI components in here?
It's all CG. And so not only was I the writer of the film, the director, I was also the animator. I was also the effects artist and the compositor. And then I hired on a couple friends of mine to help with audio. So music and some of the sound design. So I did some of the sound design as well. But yeah, I was in charge of all the visuals.
So does that, and you can just be like, Joanna, I'm not answering this. That's totally fine. But does, you know, like, because I look at this like as a more like a director of non-animation, or are there special considerations you find that you have to do when you're creating a film in this kind of context versus you probably think maybe other filmmakers are battling? Like, you're creating everything.
Yeah, and there was a lot of back and forth, because if I'm controlling the camera direction, you know, if I'm being DP on top of being director and on top of being the person creating the scenery, you have a lot of control over that. So there was many iterations of what we call the animatic phase, where we're basically working in wireframe before we go to full render. And if there was a camera angle or something of that nature I didn't like, then I had the control over to move that, you know, and it was great because I had all the creative control over that, you know, and, you know, regardless, I do like working in a team, and I did actually approach other studios and people to help with this, but, you know, unfortunately it didn't happen that way, so I knew that I had to take the reins, and, you know, it was good that way, you know, it was good.
Congratulations, and can you invite folks to come out to see your film?
Come out to the Minneapolis-St. Paul Film Festival to see my animated film, Two Worlds.
Awesome. And we'll see you at the festival.